Kiki Palmer, she's great. I bag her, but you know what I'm saying? I don't really like black girls like that. Sometimes.
I just said I don't like women with my complexion. I like light-skinned women. I want you to be lighter than me. I love African-American women, but I just don't like my skin complexion.
Okay. Well, I like your skin complexion.
We too gutter. Black people, my complexion, we too gutter. Light-skinned women, they more sensitive, you know?
There's some dark-skinned women out here sensitive.
No, they too tough. They too tough. Light-skinned women, we could break them down more easy, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel misunderstood, you know, like just on the whole black situation. You know, I said something.
Man, let me
I
tell you
love black
something.
women.
You think that's what
Anything, you know, my mother was black.
Think about, at the end of the day, they didn't understand what you were saying.
Kiki Palmer, she's great. I bag her, but you know what I'm saying? I don't really like black girls like that. Sometimes.
At the end of the day, they didn't understand what you were saying.
I just said I don't like women with my complexion. I like light-skinned women. I want you to be lighter than me. I love African-American women, but I just don't like my skin complexion.
The man said he loved black women.
You know what I'm saying? I don't really like black girls like that. Sometimes.
The man said he loved black women.
I just said I don't like women with my complexion. I like light-skinned women. I want you to be lighter than me. I love African-American women, but I just don't like my skin complexion.
You don't need to keep explaining yourself. I think that you just misunderstood.
And I keep trying to reiterate.
You don't need to do that.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that.
All right.
For real, I got you, man. I'm here with you. You about to go.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Wake Up Report. Sorry Master P, the Jedi mind trick only works on weak-minded individuals. I know exactly what I heard, I know exactly what I saw, and I know exactly what I'm dealing with. Oh boy, have you fallen far, Master P. Are you so desperate now for attention and money that you'll try to defend a simp coon, somebody who insults black women the way he insults black women, and you think you're going to try to pass this off as some kind of error of judgment or something that we didn't see and something that we did not hear. Nobody is that stupid, so don't try to play us like we're that stupid. So I tell you what, Mr. Make him say nah. Since you the colonel of the motherfucking tank, take responsibility for the soldier that you created, because you're a 90s baby, Master P, and you and No Limit Records are responsible for creating this idiotic moron. All of that mess that you talked about during the No Limit days of drug dealing and drug selling and gangsters and gangbanging and shooting and killing, you created this idiot. So I don't care how much basketball you play in front of a bunch of grandmamas and their kids, it cannot undo all the damage that you did with No Limit Records. So let's take a little look at the history of this self-hating, high yellow priestess worshiping simp coon that Master P wants to push off as somebody who's just misunderstood, and we did not hear what we heard when he checked out on black women the way he did. October 2015, arrested on charges of robbery, battery, false imprisonment of a child, marijuana possession, accused of forcing several people into a car after he thought someone broke into his house. December 2015, pulled over and charged with 2 misdemeanor cannabis charges, one for having 20 grams of less or weed on him, the other for drug paraphernalia. February 2016, alleged to have engaged in sexual battery. The victim says she accompanied Kodak to his hotel room where he is said to have tore off her clothes, raped, and bit the victim. April 2016, charged with possession of a weapon by a convicted felon, possession of marijuana, and fleeing police. Detectives involved in the case said at the time Kodak tried to evade the cops when they attempted to pull him over and that his car was part of some type of a drug deal. May 2016, Kodak was picked up again about a month later for charges of armed robbery and false imprisonment. He was put into police custody. August 2016, Kodak was set to accept a plea deal that would allow him to skip jail, but 2 outstanding warrants came back to haunt him. The first warrant was from Florence, South Carolina, accusing Kodak of criminal sexual conduct. The second was for the weed charges from December of 2015. Kodak reportedly missed his July 16th court date for the weed infractions because he was in jail. Only An absolute moron gets put in jail for missing a court date because he's in jail. During this hearing, Atlantic Records Executive Vice President Michael Kushner was in attendance and said that Kodak had a bright future as a recording artist. He wound up getting 1 year of house arrest and 5 years probation. Had he gone to trial and lost for the previous charges, he would have gotten a maximum sentence of 55 years in prison. September 2016, Kodak is back in court to plead no contest to misdemeanor pot charges. He was sentenced to 4 months in jail, as well as having his driver's license suspended for a year, alongside having to pay $298 in court costs. December 2016, after serving time in Florida, Kodak went to South Carolina to handle his sexual assault charges. He was able to walk free after paying a $100,000 bond and posted on Twitter that he was happy to finally be going back home to his family and friends. February 2017, back in jail for probation violation. April 2017, Kodak back in trouble after a woman alleged that he punched and kicked her at a strip club in Miami. No formal charges were filed against Kodak, but the assault allegations were added to the list of probation violations that the Florida Department of Corrections were already drawing up on Kodak. According to the report, the victim was approached at around 3 a.m. during her bartending shift. Kodak allegedly approached her and started acting belligerent. When the victim pushed him away, he began to punch her numerous times all over her body and then kicked her, stopping shortly after. The victim is said to have continued her shift but alerted police the following night. April 2017, during a hearing on Kodak Black's probation violation, his anger management counselor testified that he was intentionally disrupting a court-ordered session. He was said to have been burping repeatedly, but when he was asked to leave, he would not leave. When the counselor said she would call 911, Kodak reportedly grabbed her by the wrist and grabbed her telephone. You are so angry that you attack your anger management counselor. If this were you or if this were me, we would be in jail, no bond, awaiting trial, and we would do that 55 years. This man is a complete sociopath, yet he is allowed to float in and out of the system and do whatever damage he wants to do, simply because he is an entertainer. He is an accident waiting to happen. He is a hand grenade waiting to go off, and when he finally blows up and kills someone or kills himself, that's when everybody's going to have something to say about his behavior. After this many weapons charges, assault charges, felony charges, parole violations, felons in possessions of stolen weapons violations, and this person is only 20 years old. This is an absolute sociopath. This is an absolute psychopath that needs to be locked up. And Master P, you say you're going to mentor this young man because he's misunderstood. Well, let me ask you something, sir. How did your mentoring tactics work on C Murder? So if you couldn't get it right with him, what makes you think you're going to get it right with this idiot? Now, it would be so easy to just go in on Kodak Black. Too easy, as a matter of fact. So I'm not even going to do that because most of the internet has done that already. We're going to take a different approach to this topic. And I'm going to say, to much of you people's surprise, that I'm going to come out in defense of Kodak Black. And the reason I'm going to defend Kodak Black is because you idiots created him. He didn't create himself. You created him. All of you people that buy his music, all of you people that support his lifestyle, all of you people that pay money to go see this absolute moron, this simp coon, perform on stage, it is your fault. You created this sociopath. You created this rapist. You created this felon. You created this absolute criminal, all in the name of entertainment and keeping it real and representing the hood and all that other garbage that has been spoon-fed to black people since 1994. All of you byproducts and 90s babies byproducts of this garbage. You created this monster, and now that this monster has been unleashed onto the public, there is no way, apparently, that we can control him, because his record companies have enough pull to get him and keep him out of jail. His celebrity status has enough pull to get him and keep him out of jail, to keep him from doing the same time that we would do if we committed a third of what this idiot has committed over the course of 2 years since he was 18 years old. Kodak Black is not the problem. Our sick, ridiculous, idiotic black society that props these clowns up and keeps these clowns going and makes these clowns rich, we are in fact the problem. So for all you high yellow priestesses and you light-skinned queens that are stupid enough to show up at this moron's hotel room and allow yourself to be debased and humiliated and recorded and displayed for the world to see, that he will defecate on and humiliate and kick out of that hotel room when he's done shitting all over you, you deserve exactly what you get. For you dumb black bitches that stand there and let somebody like this humiliate you in front of the public, and the best you can do is ha ha, he he, oh there's some sensitive dark-skinned girls, instead of calling that fool out right then and there about his stupid behavior and his absolute disrespect of dark-skinned black women, in addition to the self-hating nonsense that he spews out of his ignorant mouth. You deserve exactly what you get. So as far as I'm concerned, your outrage is about as fake as that plastic yaki weave that you got tied on your head. Kodak Black is the result of a black society that has turned its back to God, that has turned to money as its idol and all-worshiping savior, that has allowed the absolute lowest standard of living to become the absolute benchmark of achievement for black people's status in the United States of America. Kodak Black knows he's a simp coon that will do anything to make money. And the sad part about it is that most of you, the ones who support Kodak Black, the ones who think that this garbage is normal, and the ones who think that this is the absolute achievement and benchmark for black people in the United States, are simp coons. You don't even know it, and you're not getting a dime for it. This is KTM and the Wake Up Report saying, think a little bit. It will do wonders for you.